Boom, your boy is back. It's Menashe, talking about some more football. Let's get straight into it. The World Cup, I've really enjoyed it for the most part, but as soon as France lost that game, it turned very sour for your boy. And then of course, England lost. Now I want to start off by talking about those two games, and then explain explain my overall feeling about the World Cup. So let's start off with the France game. Alright, so as you can see, I'm here with Vladimir, you know him. But Vlad, tell me about the France game, bro. How do you feel about that? Keep it short and sweet.
France, for the third place one? The third place one?
No. France when they got knocked out. No one cares about the third place, man. I keep telling you, no one cares about that game. What's wrong with you? How many times do I have to teach you the same lesson? So, if you ask me about that France game, Vlad, if I'm keeping it a buck with you, yeah, man, France let me down because I expected them to make it to the final, and I don't really think they showed up. So overall, it left me with a really bad taste.
Sour taste.
When it comes to France, to be honest. Obviously, now we all know about the attacking side. We know about who they've got going forward. The defense wasn't even bad in the day. I just feel like no one turned up. Spain were amazing at the end of the day. Spain's defense has been an amazing all tournament, and I definitely slept on them. So that's me saying, I was wrong. That's me putting my hands up and apologizing and saying, yeah, I was sleeping on Spain, for real. But I'll be honest, I still don't like them. I still think they're boring. I still don't really fuck with the football, but it doesn't matter when they're winning, does it? At the end of the day. But yeah, shout out to Spain, man, because they played a good game. Nullified France completely. I didn't see anything from France.
At least
and overall, like I said, left a bad taste in my mouth with France. So overall, yeah, like France, you deserve to go home, and that's where you went. That's how I feel about it. And I love Mbappe. I love World Cup Mbappe, but we need more than that to carry the team. And France, that's the issue. Too many individuals at the end of the day. Spain played like a team. They played like a team that played week in, week out. Whereas France on that day, we're looking towards the stars for some help, and the stars can't always bail you out. They can't always bail you out. Listen, Big Brother ain't always going to be there at the end of the day.
You can't pass him the pad
sometimes you got to do yourself. So yeah, fair play to Spain. Unfortunate for France, but yeah, that brings me on to the next game. So, Argentina versus England. Now, summarize how you feel about that game, Vlad. If not, I'll go first. You want me to go first? I'll talk about it. So overall, unfortunately, I predicted this. I just want to put that out there. I don't want to be the guy that says I told you so, but I told you so. Listen, a lot of people come at me and think I hate, not hate, but they think like I don't want England to go far. I don't want us to win. I said us. I want us to win. All right. I've wanted England to win since I was a kid, man. Since I was a kid. But I'm also very logical. I'm a logical guy, and naturally, England's semi-finals, finals, quarters, that's where we are. We're a semi-final team, maybe even a final team. But when it matters, can we get it over the line? I don't think so. The moment I saw players like Dan Burn, Trevor Chalobah, make the list, Jordan Henderson. The moment I saw these names, I looked over at people, I said, yo, okay, we're not winning, right? That was my attitude. I tried to tell people like we can only go so far with these names, and I'm not blaming those guys for the loss, because England, I believe they played well, and obviously Vlad's probably going to go into this in a second, but tactically, yes, Tuchel messed up, and that's the biggest error there. But overall, as a team, it's the same disappointment we've been feeling for years. That's how I feel anyway. Listen, I even said this. I told this guy, whenever I have kids, whenever he has kids, they still don't go and see England win a cup. That's how bad it is. And people don't realize that. And I think for about, I don't know when it's going to happen, bro. But I think right now we've got Harry Kane who won't be playing in another 6 years, right? Maybe he's got Euros left in him. I don't think there's another World Cup for him. And if there is, we don't know what version we get of him. And I think the time's running out. I think we're going to really regret not beating Italy before, not beating Spain before. People don't understand, like, getting to a final is not easy. Getting to a semis is not easy. That's why I'm still proud of England and what they've done. But at the same time, like, we had better chances than this, and we flopped.
It's not enough.
And I just think like going forward, like we ain't gonna have these players no more. You know, we ain't gonna have the world-class players no more. We're lucky we have players like Jude. We're lucky we have Kane. Like, but some of these guys are going, man. So that doesn't really leave much room for us to go anywhere. Whether it's Tuchel, whether it's Zidane, whether it's any manager you put there. At the end of the day, we always get to this position, and what happens? We lose, innit? So we're losers, man. At the end of the day, and that's just me being honest, innit? I don't know where we go from here. That's just how I feel. We'll have to see what happens. But if you ask me, am I excited for the Euros? It's going to be the same case. We're going to lose again. Definitely a top 4 team, though. Definitely one of the best teams in the World Cup, for sure. For sure. But still not enough to win. We can continue from there, man.
I think tactically, like I said, tactically, once they went 1-0 up, I was surprised that they dropped back, innit? That's the one thing that I always say that's just irritated me, innit? And I've always said this, with Messi, especially players like that, you don't invite pressure from them mans there, them type of Donnies there. You don't really do that. You don't do that. Also as well, I feel like they should have put Saka and Rashford on, to be honest. I feel like instantly, as soon as they got the goal, just to make sure we had something back on the attacking side to keep them on their feet, keep them wary. Because, yeah, you don't know what game plan they would have had drawn up for the other players if they came on. So I wanted that. But once I saw the whole, like, let's play it safe with the 1-0, Menashe, there's a reason why my team, Arsenal, can get away with it from time to time. I've got the Rolls Royce. You get me, fam? In terms of the CBs, you get me? The actual CBs. I could afford to do that. We could afford to do that.
So at the end of the day,
you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, what you're basically saying is, look, he's saying when England went defensive, like, it's understandable.
Basically, what I'm saying
he understands that, but England doesn't have that kind of defensive.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is they ain't got the haram ball in them.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. They ain't got it.
I'm trying to explain it to a way that everyone's going to understand, because not everyone knows haram ball and all these things here. But for those of you casuals out there who don't watch football like that, just know that tactic he made to go defensive, right? I call it auto defense because I play football, FIFA, things like that. But to do that, like, there was no need for it. And the minute he did that, he basically sat back and said, hey, attack us.
Yes.
And doing that, what minute was it when he said this? Like 60th? Something
60th,
like
something like that, bro.
To do that for the rest of the game, when we have attackers on the bench, by the way, that can come on and, you know, progress the ball up the field. Yeah, shocking moves, man.
And which one's better? Which one would you say is better that we've got on the bench? The attacking options or the defensive options? Be honest.
I mean, like I said to you, attacking obviously all day.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to lead.
But it's unfortunate because I wanted to be wrong. I said England would go out in the semis and I wanted to be wrong. I said that hoping I would be wrong and I'd be happy to be wrong, you know? I wanted to be disappointed because then England are in the final. You know, they would be facing Spain. It would be a revenge match. Imagine that, revenge match. It would have been nice.
Town would have been packed as well.
It would have been nice, but instead, no, I'm sat here now in places where I don't want to be, talking about games I don't want to talk about. You know what I mean?
The two teams.
So, yeah, man, at the end of the day, like, England, the players played well, in my opinion, but I think that tactic there killed the game. Yeah, he has to have a serious look in the mirror and start to think about what he does with that team and who he actually brings along. Because if this guy's going to be in charge for 4 years, and, you know, that's his contract, I don't want to see some players here I saw here at the Euros, you know? And I'll put my hands up and say I was wrong about a lot of things. I was wrong about Gordon. He played well. Look how honest I am. I don't like Gordon, by the way. But look, I'm honest. He played well. I don't like Jed Spence. Yeah, you can say what you want. But he played well in the last 2 games. I have to give him his credit. Yeah, but I didn't agree with him bringing those 2 people, and they played well. But then the ones that I don't want to see Henderson there.
Yeah, he broke his arm.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. If he needs to be a coach, okay. If he wants to be a coach, give him his coaching badges. You don't need to bring him over like that. He's not a player. Who else don't I want to see there? Go on, give me some names. There's someone there.
There's someone there. How do you feel about Konsa?
Yes. Konsa's actually good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, that defense is still dead. Please, let's understand.
What about Mark?
Let me tell you something. England are top 4 World Cup team.
Yep.
Not because of the defense. understand that. If it was due to the defense, we wouldn't make it into top 10 defensively. So top 14 because of the midfield and attack. And obviously, once Kane ages and doesn't play anymore, we probably drop down even further. We ain't gonna be a top 10 team. What attack? Just Jude? Come on, man. Look, at the end of the day, like the Euros for me is our last dance to trying to win something. That's how I see it. Because after that, I don't see Kane lasting. And once Kane's gone, I don't think Ollie Watkins is gonna carry us to glory. I don't think so.
Emphasis on the Watkins.
I know. I don't know why I did that, but I don't think.
I hear that.
I don't think he's gonna carry us to glory, though. That's not a disrespect. I like Ollie. No, I don't. Don't lie.
Yeah,
don't lie.
I was about to say.
What I'm trying to say is I respect him as a player, though. Like he's had good seasons. He can score. He's not ass, but he's not world class. He's not Harry Kane level, because that's what I'm comparing him to. But as England, man, it's disappointing, man. Yeah, again, always disappointed, fam. I've been disappointed for decades now, which is why I said, yeah, we're gonna go out in the semis. I was calm because I already predicted this. You know, I saw people in the pub. I was in the pub watching it with the people. Yeah, man, shit, they were sad, bro. Everyone turned sour.
Yeah, bro.
Even people that don't watch football were sour with that one. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, what was everyone's reaction when they saw the Lautaro header, though?
Yeah, mate.
The bullet header,
I
right?
said, mate. Everyone wanted to go home, man. Everyone just literally put their drinks down, left. Some drinks were just bought, didn't care, went home.
I said it was gonna end in a heartbreak, regardless.
Okay, so yeah, overall, that brings us to Argentina versus Spain. I'm not going to talk about this game.
You got this, man. Here you go, man. You got this.
Anyway, I'm not going to talk about this game because, to be honest, I don't care about this game, okay? The same way I'm not going to talk about the third place game that France played against England. I don't care about that, okay? Bronze medals. This ain't the Olympics, all right? We don't need... The bronze medal doesn't do anything.
Bronze bomber.
Okay. But overall, no, man, it was a good World Cup. That's what I want to talk about. Overall, the general consensus, my general feelings about the World Cup itself. Yeah, and it was good overall. I enjoyed it. I love seeing so many underdogs, so many countries with, you know, smaller populations doing their thing, man. I love seeing Congo, with the way they played. I think they had a really good tournament. I love seeing Japan. I love seeing Paraguay take out Germany. You know what? They had it coming. Lovely. Love that. I love seeing a lot of other... I love seeing Egypt take Argentina to the wire as well.
Yep.
I love seeing Norway, man. Even Norway beating Brazil. Where the fuck did that come from? I love seeing that. Even that keeper who got, you know, so many followers and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just like to see, you know, all these different countries vibing, having a good time. And it's nice to see just like people, you know, from different places just enjoying a sport and, you know, getting all together. So that was dope. I don't know though. I think, if I'm being honest, there's definitely been better World Cups. That's just how I feel. But we probably don't need to have that debate now. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Anything you want to say on your experience with the World Cup?
I enjoyed it as well. Pretty much round about the same lines as you, but I feel like if we had the finals matchup that we wanted, with how it went, I feel like we would enjoy it more. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like personally, because who's at the final specifically, yeah, it kind of like makes it feel a little bit less. But I ain't gonna lie. This one, obviously, I like this one. Obviously, format-wise, more teams, more chances for other teams to get in. So this was the first time with this new format in it. So I was feeling it. I already knew, okay, yeah, gonna be more goals. So it's gonna break the goal records as well in terms of like competition with most goals and that. And there was a lot of goals. I enjoyed it overall.
I think that is a good thing to highlight as well. You are right. The new format. The new format was incredible. Letting all these other teams join in and participate. It's been big, man. I know arguably there's a bigger issue with the amount of games players have played. So, you know, that kind of made the format for the players be something of, you know, something to worry about. But overall, I think it was good. I think it was good. It let a lot of teams play that wouldn't even get the chance to play, to qualify.
Yeah, if it was the old format, yes, 100%. I agree.
And it's good. So yeah, overall, it's been a good World Cup, good experience. Yeah, thank you for watching the channel. As always, I will see you on the next video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next, but it's been your boy Minashe. It's been Vlad.
VLAD.
Wow.
And I'll see you guys in the next video. Darlene.
Bye. Nah, that was calm still. That was